Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. With you, as always, myself, Bob, and got my brother with me, Mr. Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. As you guys know, we like to take a couple minutes, jump through some of the crypto headlines, bring them to your attention, and see what you guys think about them. And also, I also do some of the admin work over here at BigONE. Scott does as well, and he also handles all the social media. But before we jump into the crypto news, like we do every day, we like to jump over to the Crypto Beast to get the market sentiment based on some of the things that he's seeing online, charts or maybe social media or anything that he's read online. So without further ado, we'll let the Crypto Beast take over.
Hey, so I guess we had a bit of a pump today. Everybody was fearful that crypto would fall down to $10,000 when the war kind of started. I don't know if we want to call it a war yet. I guess a Ukraine war versus Russia, but it hasn't extended to the full level that I hope it doesn't. But I would say I'm kind of like still iffy, but I'm feeling a little bit more positive seeing that bounce versus a big sell-off. But I guess we kind of just got to wait and see what will happen in the near future.
Yeah, for sure, man. You definitely have to right now. Just it's so so up in the air. But man, if it didn't make at least some tempting prices, as far as I could tell, that's why I think we seen that pump today. Is because I mean, some of these prices are just they look delicious, man. You can't help but at least dollar cost average back in at some point. But without further ado, man, let's jump right over to the crypto news. My first headline is actually coming from the Cointelegraph. The headline reads, high profile athletes are spending huge amounts on NFTs, and here's why. So athletes have been known to invest in a range of assets and businesses, but now they're getting also into cryptocurrency and blockchain. NFTs are a relatively new form of tokens that allows for exchange, trade, ownership of unique digital assets. According to the market data, worldwide NFT trading was worth 40 billion in 2021, and now some professional athletes have joined the movement. So Reese James recently acquired one of the Macy's, the 10442, and Luka Modric, one of the soccer players from Croatia, launched a line of NFTs, and it's just been a lot of athletes getting in there, and they were saying, what is the benefits? Do you think athletes get from being involved in NFTs? And they said, aside from the traditional levels of exposures, other than traditional marketing, and they said that they engage with their fans a little bit closer, and it's like never before. So with the athlete NFT collection or token, super fans become a part of the super community. So it's like they get to tap in a little bit more with their fan base, Scott, and I think it's pretty cool to see athletes getting into the NFTs, and I think it's smart for them to jump in and buy some of these other like collections that's out right now, because potentially they'll get into that collection. People will be hyped that they're there and they're a part of maybe a Macy or a Basie, and then next thing you know, they launch their own NFT line and they get to bring those users over. So it's like a cool way to onboard some new people in a trustworthy way for some of the athletes and people of that nature.
Yeah, for sure. So my next article really isn't an athlete. Well, might be an athlete in some ways, but this NFT project got rugged recently. So porn star Lana Rhoades makes off with 1.5 million in apparent NFT scam. Porn star Lana Rhoades allegedly made off with 1.5 million worth of Ethereum in an apparent NFT scam. She created an NFT project called Cryptosis, which featured collections of cartoon images of herself. The actress claims she is not to blame for the theft. The community have become too negative and rude towards her. YouTube investigator CoffeeZilla revealed details about the so-called rug pull in a video on February 22nd. According to the crypto sleuth, Rhoades created an NFT project called Cryptosis last month, featuring cartoon images of herself. And then she said here, just the problem was Rhoades' NFT project included plans to award investors with various incentives if sales reached a certain level. These included pieces of digital land in Decentraland and Sandbox. She added that the brand and value of her project would continue to grow after other models has since signed to design their own lines. 1 week later, Rhoades disappeared from Cryptosis Discord channel, taking with her about 1.5 million Ethereum or 509 ETH to Etherscan. An estimated 6,000 people got rugged. She said she just, and the only reason that she could come up with it, she closed the project, was she said people are too rude in the Discord and she didn't want to be there in the negativity. That's I don't know how she can think she could get away with stealing that much money from that many people, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she's quite a sports figure, but she definitely puts in the work too. That was hilarious. But no, man, no doubt. I think it's one of those things where you got to be careful about who you let influence you with cryptocurrency. I mean, her profession isn't really, or her background isn't really one of them that I would probably take advice from when it comes to cryptocurrency. Maybe purchasing an NFT for anything other than fun. I mean, because you could potentially get her stream online and you get to see her instead of the cartoon, but who knows, right? I guess it's a crowd for everything. But to jump over to my second article today, it's going to go back to Cointelegraph. The headline reads, Monster Energy files NFT and metaverse trademark applications. According to the recent filings with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, Monster Energy has 4 pending trademark applications related to NFTs and metaverse realms. So the first trademark applications consist of a downloadable virtual goods compromised, but not limited to beverages, food, supplements, sports games, music, and apparel. According to the filings, such a downloadable multimedia assets will be authenticated by NFTs. Also including the application are computer programs for facilitating blockchain data interactions. So this appears to be or it says there appears to be a surge in companies entering the NFT and metaverse spaces with intellectual property applications this year. Earlier this month, we had New York Stock Exchange file a trademark application for trading NFTs, and McDonald's also did the same thing. And last month, Facebook, and so here we are starting to see more and more things. More and more patents coming from the major brands. And I remember Andy saying something about that a few months back, how NFTs were going to get these major brands involved with the people and stuff. And here we are seeing it right now. The major brands are getting involved with cryptocurrency with these NFTs. So great news for the NFT holders, and we'll see what Monster Energy comes out with this. I guess it'll be pretty cool.
No doubt. And that's kind of cool that these big companies are doing it. Like you said, like, seems to be getting more and more adoption. So give me 1 second.
I can't help but to think they're going to at least challenge their competitor and have Red Bull get in the NFT and metaverse space somehow as well, right?
Yeah. Well, I bet you it's coming. There's no question about Red Bull. They're innovative enough. They should grab onto it. So this one's about Ukraine military group receives 400,000 in Bitcoin donations in 1 day. In 2021, about 570,000 in Bitcoin donations went to pro-military Ukrainian groups. Today alone, almost 4,000 in BTC has been sent to just one of those organizations. Come back alive, according to analysts from UK-based blockchain analytics firm Elliptic. This group provides support to the Ukrainian army by supporting their soldiers. Elliptic research lead Jess Symington told Decrypt over the phone. They've received very, very small amounts of donations since August 2021, not very much at all, maybe like 4 or 5K a month. And then suddenly it just shot up starting about the 22nd of February. From Ukraine's perspective, the funding is urgently needed. On Wednesday, after a month-long buildup of Russian troops on the border, President Vladimir Putin declared war on Ukraine, calling the invasion a special military operation. And I hope more people donate to the cause to help the people that are in the fight right now, because obviously it's not a fight that anybody wants to be in, but I mean, it's one that's probably going to last a little while for the next little while. I do believe.
Yeah, man, I think it's going to be one of those things. I feel like I heard Ukraine in the news at least once or twice today, or maybe yesterday as well. Russia as well. It's like no, it's like they're everything is about Russia and Ukraine right now. I mean, all the Twitter feeds that I see is about it, and I think with you're gonna see kind of both sides use digital currency in some form or fashion. We talked about now for over a month. I know me and you have that Russia
Mhm.
owns about 12% of the entire crypto market cap. So I think that they're going to have something to say about all of this, and it's going to be a lot of things going on. Like I said, like you just said, Scott, I don't think it's definitely not going to be the last article that we hear about it for sure. All right, jump over to my last article for the day. Headline, we're going to go over to bitcoiners.com. Headline reads Tron Grand Hackathon 2022. So in part with Tron DAO's long-term plan to promote mass adoption on the blockchain technology and cross-chain solutions, Tron DAO and BitTorrent Chain announced the launch of Tron Grand Hackathon 2022, along with the Tron DAO Forum. So the hackathon registration starts on February 14th and ends on March 7th for all new entrepreneurs, engineers, and designers to have a possibility to boost the progress of Web 3.0 and blockchain industry. So the hackathon highlights developers testing and influencing the Tron blockchain to produce a theme and task ranging from DeFi, blockchain gaming, Web3, digital art, collectibles, and etc. So they go on to say the future is not far from where decentralized stores, decentralized applications, digital assets, and cryptocurrency wallets are a widespread thing. With the increasing use of decentralized peer-to-peer and secure networks, blockchain is becoming the backbone of Web 3.0, the decentralized web. That was said by Justin Tron when he was talking to some of the press out there. So it's good to see Justin, still involved. I know we reported a little bit earlier in the year, maybe or a few months ago that he had took over a more of a political role and kind of stepped down from Tron, and here they are, still doing their thing and having this grand hackathon and going to have Tron DAO right behind it. So I think when you see what you were talking about, Scott, when you seen him go into this political realm, and here he is bringing that DAO experience that he's learning, he bringing it back to the Tron blockchain and having a Tron DAO. And now I'm going to be interested to see how this plays out. I'm going to definitely be I'm going to take a more look at it when they actually have the rest of this weekend and see what happens.
No doubt, for sure. Well, I'm excited to see what Tron does in the end too. Like I still expect big things out of Tron. But yeah, that's my opinion. But my next article, I'm just going to make sure I have it up here. So there we go. And then we'll share the screen. The big one. BitMex co-founders Hayes and Dello plead guilty bank secrecy to, they didn't do a very good title, to Bank Secrecy Act violations. The Department of Justice said Thursday that Arthur Hayes and Benjamin Dello, co-founders of the crypto derivatives exchange BitMex, have pleaded guilty to violating the U.S. Bank Secrecy Act. The announcement closes a legal chapter that began in fall of 2020, where Hayes and Dello, in addition to co-founder Samuel Reed and BitMex head of business development Greg Dwyer, were accused of evading U.S. anti-money laundering requirements, U.S. officials said at the time. Specifically, the two pled guilty to one count each of violating the Bank Secrecy Act, which carries a maximum penalty of 5 years in prison, per the DOJ. Per the DOJ statement, under the terms of the respective plea agreements, Hayes and Dello each agreed to separately pay a $10 million criminal fine representing pecuniary gain derived from the offenses. Today's guilty plea reflects the office's continued commitment to the investigation and prosecution of money laundering in the cryptocurrency sector, U.S. Attorney Damon Williams said in a statement. You can't hide your money from the government. That's the biggest thing I think I pull out of that.
They probably was wishing, like, where was Tornado Privacy? Where was Tornado Cash when they were when they needed it? But no, that's
Tornado Cash.
That's one of those things, man. It's like it's a shame, right? Like like as large as they had gotten, see that happen to all those users. I mean, it's just one of the things you can't help but to feel remorse about. So, I think it's good to see a little bit of punishment happening to some of the nefarious actors and things. And I think it'll be more, I think, I think the public is actually starting to do a good job of like really policing the blockchain, if you will. Like they've been exposing a lot of, Twitter influencers that, just, chill out of anywhere. And they've been exposing it on Twitter here lately with like blockchain evidence. So I think the space will eventually police itself before I think most regulation happens. But without further ado, we'll go over to the last section of the day, going over to tradingview.com. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the total crypto market cap and some of the dominance factors that we'd like to take a look at. Right now, the total crypto market cap is sitting at 1.67 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is at 43.25, and the Ethereum dominance is at 18.5. I think these levels are still kind of what we've been seeing, over the last maybe 3 to 4 months. Nothing really impressive as the market gets a lot of mixed emotions with everything going on. We keep seeing this current trend still be the main trend, which is the downtrend. So I don't think it's going to be any reverse or anything of that nature happening anytime soon. I think we'll just kind of, if anything, we might see, some of the areas that we seen last week if we're lucky. But I just don't. If anything, if we do, this is going to be another shoulder, and we're probably going to see a little bit more of a downtrend. But I think after this, everything clears up, Scott, with everything with the war and all those implications, I think you're going to start seeing markets really thrive again. The market did need some form of a reset internationally, and this is the only way that they know how to do it, in my opinion, as far as governments and things of that nature goes. But appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Before we get out of here, Scott, you got anything you want to tell the people?
Tune into our Everrise pre-show tomorrow, Friday, 12 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. UTC. I think it'll be a good show. There's lots of people already planning on coming, so I think it'll be a good full house for Friday. And yeah, just watch what's happening. Keep your eye to the news. Some of the stuff you don't hear on the main news. So I always suggest reading the cryptocurrency news. I always say I keep more up to date versus watching regular news, just reading the cryptocurrency news. So it's really intriguing. So.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely stay away from the mainstream media news if you can. Even though it's doing war. I hope everybody who's out there viewing is actually safe right now as well, guys.
Yeah,
for sure. And then guys, make sure you check out BigONE. We got the guessing game going on right now. So go to big.one, check that out. See if you guys are going to guess on the Y2. I think it's X2 Y2, and then it's 2 more are SS3, and the last one is I maybe have to guess it at another day. But yeah, you guys make sure you check those out. We'll figure out what that last one was, and we'll keep you guys up to date. And maybe we'll play a game on here and see if me and Scott will guess, and we'll see where those prices go.
Oh man, I'm not a good guesser, but I can try for sure. I was going to pull up the sheet for you, but I don't see it on there.
It is called. Trying to do it all off memory right now.
I remember when you mentioned. I just don't see it.
It was the only one that actually had a name.
I can't be under futures. Maybe I can pull it up on Twitter though. I know it's on Twitter. So give me 1 second. I'll pull it up, and we can show off the sticker, which is just as good. There we go. Then
it's justice. That's what it is.
Yeah. And I'll just share it really quick, and then we'll end it. And yeah.
I knew it was the only one that actually had a name. Of course, I would actually remember the hard ones. There it is, right there.
Yeah, X2, Y2, RSS3, and Justice are the top 3 users with the nearest price will receive $20 worth of token rewards. So that's kind of cool for a free guess. That's awesome. So yeah,
for sure.
All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful Is it Friday today? It is, isn't it? No.
No, today's Thursday.
Thursday.
So we got one more episode.
Day. Okay. Have a
Scott's
great
living in
day,
the
you
future.
guys.
All right, guys. Till next time. Peace.
Peace. Have a good one.